Good morning, class. This is day 1 of week 9 of your math. In the learning goal for today says subtract. So we're subtract a mixed number from a mixed number. So in past lessons, we were subtracting a fraction from a fraction, or we were subtracting a fraction from a mixed number. Today, we're going to subtract a mixed number from a mixed number. So we're just working with mixed numbers, okay? That's the thing that we're doing today, subtracting those. All right, let's begin. I am only going to do one because all of the problems for this lesson for day 1, they're all the same. It's the same scale, okay? So I'll just show 1A. And the directions here say subtract. And then it says use a number bond to decompose if needed. And it says if needed because we already know that when we are subtracting fractions or mixed numbers, we check first if we can subtract everything, okay? The first numbers should be bigger than the second ones. If they are not bigger than the second ones, then we use the number bond to decompose. Then that's going to look like this. Let's check the whole numbers here. Can I subtract 3 minus 1? Yes, I can because 3 is bigger than 1. But then, can I subtract 2/5 minus 4/5? No, that is not possible because 2 is smaller than 4. So I don't have enough to subtract. So because of that, we're going to need to use a number bond, okay? To borrow a whole from 3 and make 2/5 a bigger fraction, okay? So that we can subtract the 4/5. So let's go ahead and begin. I am going to use the number bond like this. So I am going to borrow 1 whole from 3, which means that I am putting 2 aside here, okay? And then the 1 whole that I am borrowing, I am going to rewrite it as a fraction. The fraction, since I am working with fifths, the fraction is going to be 5/5. Okay, so let me write it in here. So the whole that I am borrowing, I am going to rewrite it as 5/5. And then to those 5/5, I am going to put together with those 2/5. Okay, because my goal is to make a bigger fraction so that I can subtract 4/5. So let me add them together. And if I add 5/5 plus 2/5, I get 7/5 because 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, now in the past, we were doing that and then right away we were just subtracting the fraction here. But in this case, I am not just going to go ahead and subtract the fraction right away because in this case, I am subtracting a mixed number from a mixed number. So what that means is that I need to rewrite this 2 that I put aside. I'm going to put it in here, okay? So that now I have 2 and 7/5. It is still the same area as 3 and 2/5. It's just that I rewrote it by borrowing that 1 whole to make 2/5 a bigger fraction, okay? So it's the same amount, it is the same space, it is the same area, 2 and 7/5. Now let me rewrite the subtraction. So it's going to be 2 and 7/5 minus 1 and 4/5. Okay, and now I am going to go ahead and subtract. Okay, so I know that, and I don't know why it's not letting me use my different colors. I know that, there you go, 2 minus 1 is 1. So I am going to put the 1 in here, okay? And then I also know that 7 minus 4 is it 3? 4, 5, 6, 7, yes, 3. And I am working with fifths. And so my answer to the subtraction is 1 and 3/5. That is the answer, or that is the difference. So I am going to write the difference here to complete the equation, the subtraction equation. So it is 1 and 3/5. And that's it. That's how we subtract mixed numbers. And again, you're doing the same thing for the rest of the problems. First check, for example, here you can clearly see that 3 is smaller than 5. So it is not possible to just simply go ahead and subtract. You're going to need to borrow that 1 from the 5, okay? And then don't forget to, since you're putting 4 aside, don't forget to, once you add the 8/8 plus the 3/8, and then you get your bigger fraction in here. What is it going to be? 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 eighths. Don't forget to bring down that 4 that you put aside and put it right next, and then rewrite the subtraction, the rest of it, minus 2 and 5 eighths, and then you go ahead and subtract the whole number minus the whole number, and then the fraction minus the fraction, and whatever you get here, that is your answer or your difference. Okay, and that's it for today, class.